Okay, so the problem tells me, given this equation right here, find the parabola's vertex. The first thing you should do is write it down, pause the video, see can you get it by yourself. Okay, so to find the vertex, we're looking for negative b over 2a, right? Hello? Yes. Okay, so a is the number in front of x squared, b is negative 40 right there, and c is 102. So my negative and then my b is negative 40 over 2 times a, which is 4. So I've got positive 40 over 8, which equals 5, right? But that's not my complete vertex. My vertex has to be an ordered pair. 5 something, right? Okay, what is 5 though? 5 is the axis of symmetry. Good, the axis of symmetry. All right. Now, in order for us to find the y value, I'm going to take 5 and I'm going to put it in for x here and x here. See how I have an x right there and I have an x right there? I'm going to plug it in for both x's. And so I've got 4 times 5 squared minus 40 times 5 plus 102. Right? Anytime you square something, it needs to be in parentheses. That's why my 5 right there is in parentheses. So I've got 4 times 25 minus, what's 40 times 5? 200 plus 102. And so that's 100 minus 200 plus 102, which is 2, isn't it? And so my vertex is this point, the point 5, 2. Okay, so on this one, we also have the same instructions. Given the equation, y equals 4x squared minus 32x plus 61, find the parabola's vertex. Okay, now the vertex is always an ordered pair. The first value in the ordered pair is the axis of symmetry, negative b over 2a. Okay, so I've got negative, and then b is negative 32 over 2 times a, which is 4. And so that gives me positive 32 over 8. Trying to write a line. There we go, over 8. And so what is 32 over 8? 4. So my x value in my vertex is 4. To find the y value, I plug 4 in for x right here and x right here, don't I? So I've got 4 times 4 squared minus 32 times 4 plus 61, right? So that's 4 times 16 minus, what's 32 times 4?
Negative
128 plus 61. Okay, so what I've got is I've got 4 times 16 is what? 64? 64 minus 128 plus 61. And what does that equal? Negative 3. And so my vertex, the place where my parabola changes direction is at the point 4, negative 3. As we do what it says in this problem, given the equation right here, find the parabola's vertex. Okay? Remember, in order for us to find the parabola's vertex, our final answer will be an ordered pair, won't it? And the first value in the vertex, the x value, is calculated from the axis of symmetry, negative b over 2a, right? And then once we know what negative b over 2a is, we plug it in for x here and in for x here, and that gives us our y, doesn't it? Yep. Okay, so let's calculate negative b over 2a. First, I like to list what a, b, and c are. A equals negative 5, b equals 10, and c equals negative 3, right? Yep. And so my x value is negative, and then whatever b is. And notice when I put a number in for a letter, in other words, I put 10 right here in for b, didn't I? Anytime I put a number in for a letter, I put it in parentheses, over 2 times a, which is negative 5, and that gives me negative 10 over negative 10, which equals positive 1.
Oh,
right?
I did that wrong.
Right?
Yeah.
And now I need to take that positive 1 and plug it in for x everywhere I see an x in this equation, don't I? Right? So let me move this up where I have a little space. And I'm going to plug in 1 for x. So my equation up top is -5 times, and since I'm putting a number in for a letter, I put it in parentheses, plus 10 times 1 minus 3, right? 1 squared is 1 times -5 is -5, plus 10 minus 3. So that's 5 minus 3, which equals 2. Okay, so I found out that my x value was 1 and my y value was 2, so my my vertex is at the point 1, 2. Okay, now that's my axis of symmetry, isn't it? The x value 1, all right?